Still no fucks given.
Can like, oh, I was listening to that song this morning, bitch. I had to run it back. You know it's a damn shame when you gotta drink no liquor in a champagne glass.
I guess you can say I ain't shit for just stopping like that.
I told you ain't, girl, but I'm learning from you.
I'm
shit,
learning.
So,
I ain't shit. I guess we just ain't shit together.
I know. That's what makes it such a tight partnership and shit. Because when you ain't shit, you gotta hang out with friends that ain't shit.
Because they understand you ain't shitness.
So when you say something, that means you ain't shit.
They understand.
They completely understand.
Because they ain't shit either.
Because they ain't shit either.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Janae Besa.
And I'm your girl, Jazzy M.
We are back with another episode of Justified JuiceTV. So, we have the same amount of topics as we normally do, but this video will not be an hour long. So, let's get into those topics. Our first topic for the night is going to be, well, where we're going tonight. And Jasmine putting her phone on silent rather than vibrate.
Oh my God, it's always on fucking silent. Why not tonight? Damn.
So, let's talk a little bit about where we're going tonight. We told you guys last week that we're going down to the Crocodile to see a few special artists. And you know what? I'm just going to flash the flyer in there and you can read who's going to be on the list for your damn self.
For your damn
Any hoodles. Nobody got time for that. The event's tonight. Exactly. The event's tonight. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's going to already have happened. And by the time we come back, we'll be talking about this event. So, we will be at the Crocodile.
Mind you, if you're a part of this event and then some fuckery goes on, be prepared to see that we clock your tea.
And I'm already drinking, so I might just tweet about it.
Ooh, girl, don't tweet. While at the show.
Okay, I'll Instagram
with your picture on it.
I'll do a video and let you guys really know how the fuck I'm feeling at that.
That's some shade.
But it's my Instagram.
I know.
Okay.
Can't nobody say shit.
Unfollow me.
Unshit crew.
In other world news, we have, let's see, let's do this one. This one's going to be a little bit quicker. At South by Southwest down in Austin, where everybody pretty much goes every single year to party it up, watch different performers, etc. Well, at about 2 o'clock at the crack of dawn, some idiot decided to be drunk. Not drunk like how we're sitting here minding our own goddamn business and I've only had like 2 sips. No, drunk as in the cops were coming after you, you got seen swerving, doing something crazy, decided that you were so loaded, you just had some fucking in your system and just wanted to keep on going.
That's crazy.
He keeps going, and as the cops are chasing behind him, apparently there's like helicopters, and like the person's not stopping. He's like all over the place. Goes right into a crowd of like 1,000 some odd people. Kills 2 people, injures 23 people, and eventually, I guess he tried to get out the car. He ended up hitting like a scooter, a taxi driver, and somebody else's car all in like 1 minute. And then hops out the car. I guess the cops ended up getting him, and he's going to be held on like basically 2 different types of murder counts and then some other shit.
His ass should have known he was going to get caught. First of all. Second of all, if you don't know what South by Southwest is, it's a huge like music conference in Texas, and it happens every year. So mind you, there's probably shitloads of crowds of people all hanging around, and this man decides to drink and drive, run from the police, and kills people. Good job, idiot.
Like, and then it's like, it's not cheap to get in there. So you paid all this money, and no pun intended, but you paid all this money basically to get killed. That's all I'm saying. I do hope that they quickly identify the bodies, because I'm sure that these families, they send their kids down there, or, you know, it's like, hey, I'm going down to South by Southwest, you know, they could be grown as whatever, but now there's 2 families that are missing lives because you decided to drink and drive.
Fuck them. Popo's got him now.
Man, be more careful is the moral of that story.
Got to be more careful. Speaking about fuckery, a gas explosion happens in East Harlem. Apparently, a couple of people have been smelling gas smells throughout the night. And actually, a couple of people said that they smelled the smell, and then the smell went away, and then the smell came back. But where is this smell coming from? That's my question. I'm trying to figure out whether this is a terrorist attack, whether there's something that people are not trying to say, or...
Well, they are saying that it's definitely not a terrorist attack. That much I do know what the news said. But my thing is, if you're smelling gas, even if the smell goes away, you need to tell somebody.
Well, they say that the cause of the gas leak is still unclear, as far as what I've gotten from New York Times.
It almost makes me feel like somebody was being negligent with the building.
Potentially,
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you're being negligent with a building and, you know, it's like there's
It's
no
probably
history of, like, a gas leak or... I just feel like if your buildings are getting proper checkups, unless it's within someone's, like, actual apartment and they just weren't paying attention to their actual apartment, it should have been caught.
That's true. And there is a piano store and a church at the bottom of each building. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It killed 3 people, wounded over 2 dozen, and like 9 occupants are still not identified. I really, really hope that they find these people because no one wants their family members' death to be unanswered for sure.
I hope that people in the New York area are actually helping them. I did see some people that were on my Facebook timeline. They were like, I'm about to go buy some water. Somebody else was like, I'm about to go buy some bread. Someone else was like, I'm going to go buy this, that, and the third to just kind of help out, whatever have you.
Yeah.
And I just really hope that they're definitely coming together, like kind of like when the Sandy thing happened, everybody kind of came together. They made sure they helped out the families and all that good stuff. So definitely our condolences go out to the families of Harlem where they lost their home, lost some family members, potentially lost kids. I mean,
definitely.
come on.
And you don't have to be American Red Cross to help. So make sure if you can and you have the means to do so, please help these people out because a lot of people are in need right now in the New York area. So
Definitely. Now, one topic that Miss Jazz wanted to talk about, I didn't necessarily want to talk about this because I really don't understand why it's so goddamn relevant. But Lil Boosie got out of jail.
Boosie, that's my dude though. That's why Boosie is the man to turn up, girl.
Man, what did he do to get his ass in there? Let's talk about that.
Apparently, at first there was like a whole bunch of things that were said about why Boosie was in there. At first they were talking about he was like murder for hire, he was in there. Then they're talking about he was on drugs charges. But either way, he served 4 years to an 8-year sentence. So, I don't know. Apparently he did a program to get out for emergency release. He didn't know he was getting out. His mom and his lawyer knew. They told him he was getting out on Friday. He ended up out on Wednesday. They just kind of came to his cell and was like, get up, bro, you're getting out.
Is it a big deal because it was a surprise release then?
It's a big deal because it's Boosie. It's a big deal because Boosie is like huge in the South. Like we up here in the Northwest are not making it a big deal. Who's making it a big deal is everyone in the South. Up on the East Coast, they're making it a big deal because that's where he's from.
I guess that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You know, they was doing free Boosie for years.
Yeah, and that was another thing. I'm like, I remember actually blogging about a guy that got free Boosie tatted right here.
Yeah, that shit's
all up in here. And this was my thing. I get it. You want him to be free, you know, whatever. Now, what are you going to do when he gets out?
He's obviously a good girl. Obviously,
he's out now.
He
Now he got free Boosie.
Kids. He got 7 damn kids. He's going to get out and he's going to do some shit. Probably
I'm not even
illegal.
talking about him. I'm talking about the person that got Boosie free Boosie tatted on their cheek. What are you going to do now that he's out and you still got free Boosie tatted all up in here? Up in here.
That nigga better make sure he stay free.
Are you going to get a job?
He better be on the Boosie campaign. Ooh, what if Boosie had a campaign? But Boosie got out and he's super duper icy. If you've seen any fucking pictures of Boosie, I seen the interview with him and Angela Yee and I'm like, I know this nigga ain't got all these jewels on and he just got out of jail. Okay.
I'm sure that his music was still making money, to be quite frank.
Well, he probably had a safe deposit box somewhere.
I would.
I would too. Shit, all that.
And not to mention, think about it. If they knew that he was getting out and he didn't necessarily know that he was getting out, and if he wasn't broke before he went in, they potentially could have just been ready. They would have like, okay, he's about to get out. And you know sometimes these artists be written jewelry. I'm just saying.
Girl, fake it till you make it. That nigga done made it, though. There ain't no point in him faking it. He better not be faking it. He gonna piss me off. Anyway. But you know that people be looking out for their niggas and all that.
They do. Yes. They do. And I wouldn't even mad at him because he came out and he looked really, really good. He looks healthy. He doesn't look like super duper swole. He doesn't look super skinny. He doesn't even look traumatized.
That dude's only 31, though. He still got a little bit of time left in this. Yeah, he's only 31.
31 with 7 kids?
7 damn kids! He got 7! He got 7 of them. Damn, Boosie. Wrap it up. Nasty ass. Girl.
That's when you start counting baby mamas. That just sounds crazy. And I just want to say this. This is random. But I always find it interesting how people always go in on women that have multiple baby daddies, but they don't say shit about the men that have multiple baby mamas.
And each one of their kids be multiple. That's nasty. Like, disease don't spread on penis.
And you clearly didn't use no protection while you was popping in all of these girls. So it's like, I mean, okay, she has 3 baby daddies. You got 6 baby mamas. Who, like, I really don't feel like either are worse than the other. And I really feel like no matter what, it's still your business. But I just find it really funny that it's such a big thing for people to go in on women that are either single moms or have multiple baby daddies, but don't say anything about men that have multiple baby mamas. And it's like, you made those babies, so you're not that much better than the woman that have multiple baby daddies. I'm just saying.
Yep, and the women are always exclusively hoes.
Always.
But nigga, you a hoe. Wrap it up. Don't you see them commercials on BET? They talking about HIV, AIDS awareness and shit. Wrap it up. Ugh.
Porsha.
Hi,
Porsha.
Hi.
So, look here. It was brought out in the news that Miss Real Housewives of Atlanta, who, from what I hear, is about to get the axe, potentially.
Because she ain't that interested no more. Her divorce is
over. So she doesn't really have another storyline. Everybody knew that if she got another storyline, it would definitely be involved around that.
Yep.
So
especially that this man then started showing his face on the damn show.
I'm just saying. So essentially, according to news documents obtained by TMZ, Porsha gets nothing. No alimony, no house, no car, no freaking allowance, no nothing. She even has to pay her own credit cards.
Goddamn. But he gets to keep everything. He got 2
houses,
land. He got a 2013 Benz. He got a 2010 Porsche.
All his shit.
He got 4 retirement benefits. He got 100% interest in his company's Porsche. Girl, why the hell you didn't sign why you signed a prenup, girl?
I heard they didn't have a prenup. Girl,
that's what it sounded like though. Where was the judge? Where was the judge's antennas when
now let's go back a couple episodes. Let's go back a couple episodes on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her lawyer told her, you can't be going up in there looking like $1 million because that judge is going to think that you have it together. They're going to think you don't need anything. He basically was like, you have this show, you have this platform. You don't look like you're hurting for money. He's like, you're very attractive. So you come in there in these nice outfits, looking hair all laced and just friggin' $3,000 shoes. No, you don't get no alimony because you're fine. And then you just bought this, what was that, like 8,000 square feet house?
This stupid ass house, and you by yourself, girl. That's just like bitches going to the DSHS office, bitch. You got this Coach bag, and bitch, you standing in the welfare line. I need you to get it together, because you can't come up in there looking like you need money when you got some goddamn money. That's some nasty shit. Stop it.
And then it's like, I'm like, all right, well, you done bought this big ass house, so I guess you're gonna go live back with your mama. Gonna take her room back.
Right. Since they're the reason why you're getting a divorce anyway, why don't you go back and stay with them? Because you're gonna need to.
I'm just saying, because that's not going to happen. Girl, stop. It's like, it's almost as if, because remember, he was giving her like $4,000 or $5,000 a month. And she was like, no, I don't really want to use my alimony check on an apartment, so I'm just going to stay here. And then she gets that big ass house.
Bitch.
She should have got a fucking apartment.
You should have bought some shit. Stop renting some shit. If you're getting $4,000 to $5,000 a month, bitch, buy some shit.
Exactly.
Why would you? I mean, I don't give a fuck if it's a townhouse, a condo, or whatever. It's yours. Buy it.
She goes, I'm renting to own.
Oh, are you? But guess what? You don't get no chippers, boo-boo. What are you good for?
You can't rent to own if you ain't got no money to rent it. I'm just saying.
So,
speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, just really, really quick. My personal top 3 moments of this Sunday's episode, whether I like them or not.
Or not.
Cynthia and her bitch assness. Okay? I'm not understanding how in your confessional you want to be like, oh, I wish I was sitting next to my husband so I could kick him underneath the table to tell him to stop. Tell him to stop.
Not only that, girl, you be telling him mess for him to start mess. A lot of this shit he wouldn't even know if it wasn't for you. What people don't understand is that Cynthia is a real big ball of fucking mess. This girl is consistently always telling somebody else's business. Always trying to stick around for somebody else's business.
Always.
And then she goes tell Peter, like he's the goddamn mediator, like he tried to mediate Porsha and her husband.
But
when you got problems in your own goddamn relationship, get it together.
She's always the first one to be like, I don't want to be in this, you guys. But she's the first one to tell somebody business.
What did Kenny say?
She said, she goes, you can't be all up in it. She goes, I'm a short girl.
That's why I fuck with Candy and Phaedra, though. They're the realest ones on that show, though. For real.
I got time for y'all tall ass.
Even Nene's fucking big Amazon ass is messy as hell again. Well, she used to be messy, you know, with the whole Kim thing and shit like that, and when she was beefing with Kim. But then she got cool, and now she's back to being messy. It may be the show, but she's killing me.
I want to know what happened with her and Marlo, because it doesn't make any sense. You are a grown woman.
gonna let another bitches.
I don't like that two-sided shit because check this out. Just in what was it, like the first or second episode of this damn show, Kenya was going in on her talking about why would you invite Walter to your wedding knowing that I was gonna be there? You're my friend. You're supposed to be loyal to me. You shouldn't have did that. What did Nene say to her? I'm gonna tell you what Nene said to her because I remember, and I was laughing about it because I was here for her when she said that. She goes, "I am a grown woman. Ain't no bitch gonna tell me who I can hang out with."
Oh, but you're mad? Oh, girl, she threw a fit because Marlo was kicking it with Kenya. Now, Kenya is a messy ass bitch. No shade. Kenya's messy as fuck.
And
she gets on my nerves. I don't really fuck with Kenya. But Kenya is getting a real good kid on Miss Nene right now.
Because she's flip-flopping all over
the place. And she can freely. And Nene's hot about it.
And I'm sure of it. I'm very, very sure of it that Kenya remembers that. She said it directly to Kenya. So for Nene to roll up on Marlo and call Marlo with Cynthia on three-way, why did you need to call her with Cynthia on three-way? What is it of Cynthia's business? This is a conversation between you and Marlo. Whatever the case may be, because apparently that's what's going on in all these reality shows, because when we get to Basketball Wives, Jackie thought it was cute to bring Sunday and freaking Malaysia over there to talk to Drea about some shit that ain't even got to do with any of them.
Well, what's the tea with that is Malaysia probably already knew the tea. Okay? Because Drea, being the real bitch that she is, had already told Malaysia what was going on. So, you did not need to bring the Parcher family, bitch, to tell somebody else about their business. You could have called me on the phone, bitch.
We could have had a tea alone.
Ooh. Hello.
But the funny thing is, your daughter told you. Like, let's just get over the whole Real Housewives of Atlanta thing. Because at the end of the day...
Because your daughter knew she was a jump-off. She knew the tea. She knew that nigga was not trying to really mess with her like that. She knew that he was just trying to fuck.
And so she didn't care. So why did you care so much?
Right.
But guess what, though? Jackie cared because Jackie is Jackie. And Jackie knew that she had to start some drama on that show. Mm-hmm. Like Malaysia said, oh, you think you happy? Bam. No, you're not.
Nope. And what's crazy is you notice that they're starting to try to center that show around Jackie. Like, Jackie's the main
all the
factor.
girls are, like, gravitating toward... All the new girls. They did that shit last season. All the new girls always gravitate towards Jackie. And I think it's because Jackie is the oldest. And they all, like, they want to go against Malaysia and Drea. They ain't got time for your shit.
I like Drea, though. Drea is definitely tea. I like Drea for sure. That bitch is tea.
I'm like, this show is just messy.
It is messy.
I'm here for it, but it's messy.
Yeah.
And it's like all the new girls are just drama. There's really nothing going on.
Especially that ghetto-ass British. Get her out of here.
She said,
bye.
Malaysia, if you don't want to talk to me,
oh my
don't
God.
say hi to me. Don't fucking give me no dry-ass hot. Bitch, do you want me to kiss you when I say
that?
That
bitch said, this bitch is always taking off her shoes.
She said, put your shoes back on. Put them
on.
Put your shoes on. Ain't nobody worried about you. Malaysia was like, you want it. She goes, she said, ooh.
That bitch is a natural born killer, bitch. Don't let the hair fool you, girl. Because I will come up out of it in a heartbeat.
Malaysia must have went upside freaking Laura's head so quick last season. And she's a lot smaller than her.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Oh, I'm kind of glad Laura's off the show. She was annoying as fuck. But anyway.
Her abs, dude. Have you seen her stomach since the surgery?
No, but her nose kills me. Damn. Girl.
It ain't cute.
It's not cute.
Neither are cute.
Nah.
I don't really have anything else to say about Real Housewives of Atlanta, aside from the fact that Peter needs to learn to mind his own business.
Yes.
Okay. When it comes down to it, I can agree with what he was saying in terms of, okay, if you were asking Cordell to do this stuff, there's no reason for you to be playing victim talking about you found out on Twitter. Because, yes, he probably should have told you and you guys should have went down there together, but you were, quote-unquote, asking for it already. However, just a couple episodes ago when Mallory came up in that bitch and she tried to check you about buying that car, you didn't appreciate that now, did you?
No, you didn't, because she was all in your business.
When Mallory tried to check you about your sex life, you told her that was none of her business. Now, didn't you?
Sure did.
When Mallory tried to check you about buying that venue and Cynthia not knowing about it, you didn't like that either. Now, did you?
It was all about mind your own goddamn business.
Same thing from last season when Mallory, or a couple seasons ago, right before Mallory tried to hide that marriage certificate. You didn't like that shit. Now, did you?
No.
All I'm saying is, if you're going to be the type of person to where, when it comes down to it, you have known Cordell for one season.
If even that, shit, you might have just met him that day. Shit.
They just got cool during the big trip that they all took together, the couples trip. So you've known Cordell for half a season, and apparently he wasn't even answering your damn phone calls when y'all wasn't recording no goddamn how. So, with that being said, how is it that you're so upset with Mallory being up in your business, and she's Cynthia's blood sister that she's known her whole motherfucking life? So, yeah, she probably feels like Cynthia can't stand up to you. She probably feels like, you know, Cynthia kind of backs down to you.
Well, nobody likes when somebody that they love is getting treated a certain way. Period. So they're going to say whatever they need to say.
Exactly.
Period. And it wasn't okay for Peter. If we're sitting here eating a fucking... And that's why I like Greg, too, but I'll get into that in a minute. Peter decided to bring it up at dinner. Why?
And you right when they got there.
What the fuck? But I like how Greg was like, in marriages, Greg and Nene was able to be there, gone through a divorce, remarried, to be able to really set the fucking shit straight. You know what I mean? Because later on down the line, not Malaysia. What's this bitch's name? Porsha and her husband might get back together down the line.
You never know.
You know what I mean? But don't sit up here and try to shade her. Because what I hate the most, really, 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 and I'm very repetitive with this, Cynthia and fucking Peter don't have a good marriage.
Maybe a good sex life.
They don't even have a good sex life
anymore. So what's the point?
Why are you in somebody else's business? Fix your shit and then get on somebody else.
I almost feel like they like that shit. It's like they like being up in other people's business.
They do. They thrive off of that
meddling.
Shit.
He's always meddling. But they be damned if somebody meddles in their own shit. Like, that's my whole point.
But that's because their relationship is not interesting.
That's true.
They don't have anything to talk about.
Or it's because they have no communication skills, so their shit just stays dwindling.
And everybody else's shit.
They're like, you know what, fuck our shit. We're going to deal with your shit. No, you need to deal with this man buying buildings and cars and shit with your money because you know he ain't got none.
No.
Like he said, when you met me, I was broke.
And she said, you fucking brought me down to ATL, sold me this dream, blah, 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 blah. Whoa, bitch. Why don't you worry about your own shit and you won't have to worry about him selling you no damn dreams? How about that?
I'm just saying, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, don't be a hypocrite. Don't be all up in somebody else's business and think it's okay for you to tell somebody else about their shit. But then when somebody tries to tell you about your shit, you want to shut the shit down. Nene tried that shit, and Nene's lucky that Cynthia ain't me because I would have been like, bitch, fuck out of here because you sure wanted an apology from Kenya with that whole hotel situation when the whole thing wasn't even her fault. You and Marlo shut down my party, and you gonna be like, who's Marlo? Bitch, I know you're not gonna ask me about Marlo. I'd be damned. Fuck out of here.
Bye.
Resize your nose.
Ooh.
Because that shit has changed sizes like 5 times this season. It keeps getting rounder or something. I don't know what's going on.
It's just weird.
Like, it's like...
it's a funny looking...
It's like an eggplant.
Ew. Not an eggplant.
It's like a small eggplant with 2 little things. You can't tell me shit.
Let's, while we're on Nene, this bitch decides that she's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars. Bitch knows she can't dance. Bitch, you on Amazon. Sit the fuck down somewhere.
But she
she's
was
46 years old. She was a stripper. But she's using that to say that that's what's gonna make her win the damn Dancing with the Stars. And she's dancing with this gay-ass Tony Dorilli.
Isn't he the one that gets all the tall ones? Didn't he have Wendy Williams?
I don't know, but I know he got like a little dance studio, like a little ballroom dance studio in New York somewhere. But either way, the man looked like a pedophile and he looked like gay. Oops. Anyway, moving on. Mayweather.
This idiot.
This damn fool. He got too much money for this shit. This man decides that he's going to beat the hell out of
Allegedly,
Mayweather beat the hell out of 2 of his employees that he hired to work on his house or some shit like that because he suspected them of stealing his jewelry.
As if he couldn't buy more. But
as if he couldn't buy more. Money Mayweather beat the hell out of 2, which probably weren't even like American, probably.
Just give it to him. You want to steal my shit that bad? You that broke? Here. I'll give you this shit too. I'll replace it tomorrow.
You know what he was probably thinking? I gotta teach these fools a lesson.
But did he like not even use his hands?
No, he used fucking weapons. Aren't you a boxer? So you really felt the need to really come to these people with weapons and like billy clubs and all this weird shit? You decided not to use your fist, to use weapons to beat these fucking people that are in the hospital, that are probably going to sue the fuck out of you, and now you're not available for commenting? They ain't going to get paid.
Now, if all of this does come out to be true, from what I've been hearing, he won't be able to fight in May. Now, let me bring this shit back to last year.
He always has a fight in May, right?
Yeah,
like
I don't remember what happened last year, but I remember writing about it. And I remember that he was supposed to go to jail around the time of that fight. And I remember that they either pushed his jail time back or let him out early. Something of that nature happened for his ass to fight. And let me say this shit. For you fucking entertainers. I need you motherfuckers to get your shit together. Because guess what? You guys get a lot of breaks.
All the time.
Some of you really do get a lot of breaks. Not a lot of people can push their jail time out or, you know, maybe get out a little bit early so they can fucking fight and win some goddamn money for some dumb shit that they've already done when their asses should be missing the fight, losing some money, and sitting their asses in jail like anybody else would normally be doing who was just a regular ass person on the street. So all I'm saying is take the fact that you get second chances seriously and stop fucking up.
And quit trying to use the fact that you're a celeb to not get in trouble. You're a fucking normal human being that just makes a little bit more money than your average. To me.
Got my damn eyebrows all frowned up
and shit. Girl, frown the fuck up and shit. Anyways.
It really disgusts me. Like, Chris Brown was doing that shit. Justin Bieber's been doing that shit. Charlie Sheen even did that shit. It's like all these big celebrities. I don't even want to say artists. All these big celebrities. They get in all this trouble, and then they end up getting off easy, and then they do something stupid. So how about you, court, stop letting them off so fucking easy? Like, I know that sounds really, really bad, but now they're thinking that they're fucking invincible, and they can do dumb shit over and over and over and over again. So I'm really hoping that this Mayweather thing is not true. I'm hoping that he has enough sense to not do some shit like that.
Especially right before his fucking fight, you idiot. Get it together.
That's just as bad as Jackie fucking telling Drea all that bullshit and thinking that she was still gonna help her out with her goddamn party.
No, what makes me mad about both of those situations is y'all motherfuckers is too old.
Too damn old.
Y'all too goddamn old.
Too old.
Fuck.
Oh, one last thing about Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives LA. To all my Seattle people. Jackie Christie and her daughter are from Seattle. Have any of you ever seen her? I haven't. She hasn't. And supposedly the daughter just went back to LA. So where the fuck are they in Bremerton?
Well, her little jump off daughter.
Are they in Bellingham?
Her little jump off daughter, nobody's ever seen her.
No.
Where you at?
Where you been? And it's your mother is on Basketball Wives. So I would have freaking figured out where the hell your ass was at.
Girl, you would have been hosting some of these events and stuff that are going on out here because your mom is on Basketball Wives. Girl.
And you've been on Basketball Wives. So where have you been? Like, I'm sorry, but I'm really starting to feel like they don't live in the main city of Seattle, which is what we're in right about now.
They live on the outskirts.
I think you bitches are across the water.
Bremerton? Not Bainbridge Island.
One of the Mercer Island, something. Bainbridge, Mercer, Spokane, Snoqualmie, Yakima, Bellingham.
Y'all asked from somewhere other than
Bremerton,
here, we ain't seen
Lakewood, Linwood.
Especially you
anything
being
but Seattle.
fucking Doug Christie's wife.
And you think y'all should just roam around? Like, I understand you guys aren't necessarily the most important people. But
girl, they ain't
Seattle's,
girl.
I'm just saying. We would have found you like a Foursquare check-in or something. Anyways, it is officially 8:09 and we have to take our asses downtown.
We got shit to do today.
I don't think I have a rant for this week. I had a pretty decent week. Yeah, I got nothing. Only thing I have.
Oh, wait. Now, when people say they don't like a certain race, mind you, the Ku Klux Klan.
Why this bitch got me sitting here with the back of my head looking like that? Did y'all see that shit? And she ain't say shit to me. Fuck out of here. Go on.
I didn't see that shit either. I would never do my bitch like that. She know that shit. If the bitch is looking crazy, I'm gonna tell her, go take your ass in the house and fix that shit. I ain't got no time for that. Get that brush out of your purse, because I know it's there. And brush your shit up. But, no, look. People always say things like, they don't like white people. They hate working with white people. Blase, blase, blase. I don't feel that way. But today, they almost made me say some shit like that. Now look. Okay? I work with a shitload of them. Millionaires walk through my office and all kind of things like that. But you ain't gonna treat me like the black girl, motherfucker. Fuck all of y'all. And guess what? I'm leaving early today, too, you motherfucker. Why you want to sit up here and try to act like I ain't got no goddamn sense? Bitch, I know y'all's asses is watching my videos because the bitch had the nerve to repeat something that I said on the video. I said,
Fuck outta here.
I said, that's why I gotta be making my shit private when I be trying to make my shit public because these motherfuckers want to be watching and
That's why
shit.
you don't add their asses on Facebook, but anyways.
You don't add, but if you make it public, you can still see that shit.
Oh, you have to add them to a different list, huh?
You gotta block them bitches.
You know, I had that kind of a situation. This lady comes into work, and I'm like, "Hi, how are you doing? Can you help us? You know, can I help you with anything? Whatever have you." This little bitch go limp her little ass to the other side of the fucking door with her fucking cane, and just kept on going. And I was like, "Did you need any help with anything, miss?" And she goes, "Yeah, I need some help, but I want to sit down and keep." Bye.
Bitch, the register is over here.
I'll take my ass back over to the fucking iPads. And then after she gets her little self all settled in, maybe about 3-4 minutes later, you see her little ass pop out around the little pole talking about I need some help. I need some help. My manager looks at me and I looked at her like, I know you don't think I'm going over there. And I pointed at one of my other coworkers. Work it out.
I ain't no goddamn slave.
Work it out. Because I tried to be nice. You kept limping your little ass over there so you can fucking wait. How about that?
How about that? Nigga.
Motherfuckers be trying me. And then they be thinking that like, oh, I say hi, you need me help. They be like, no. And then they walk away. Then 2 seconds later, sometimes they don't even fully walk away. They'll be like, no, with the fucking attitude. And they'll walk. They'll be like, all of a sudden they want to be nice. Oh, I actually do have a question. I'll be like, oh, you have a question, huh? Oh, you do need some help.
Oh, okay.
Let me grab some money for you.
You're fucking stupid.
This one dude
that's
comes
real
in,
though. That's
he
real
was
though.
like, oh, I need an expert on this. I need an expert on this phone. Are you an expert? I was like, well, if you tell me what you need, I can help you. He goes, no, I need an expert. All right, well, let me go find you one of those because I don't have time for this.
Let me call fucking Apple, nigga. They're the experts. Let me call Motorola, nigga. They're the experts. Maybe I can get a hold of Samsung, nigga, because they're the experts. Fuck you. Get out of my...
Exactly. I work downtown, and motherfuckers be acting crazy. And I sometimes just have to fucking be like, literally be like, I don't have time for this. I'll find somebody. I will personally go find somebody else that's free to help you. And if you have to wait, that's too bad, because I'm not helping your ass anymore.
With a smile. Oh my God.
It is officially 8:16, and we are going to be late and not find parking.
Bye, y'all.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Tequila and all.
Tequila and all. Like every single week, we have to come back and we have to give a shout out to C-Spot. So shout out to C-Spot.
Most definitely. We always want to thank you guys for letting us use this room. Although next couple weeks we are getting jacked, but that's okay. It is getting sunny in Seattle, so we might just do it outside and do something a little bit different.
Locations are everything. So make sure you follow at Jazzy M Juice on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And follow me on Twitter at Janae Nebesa. Follow me on Instagram at Nebesa. And you can find me on Facebook by typing in Nebesa. And as for our pages, make sure you like the Justified Juice page on Facebook because we actually update that quite frequently throughout the day. So if you need to know what's going on, like I think maybe 5 or 6 seconds after we started finding out about the Harlem bombing, we definitely put that shit on.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and not only that, good news for you all. You will be able to hear us on Go.
We'll talk about that when we get to the I like having people.
Bye! Bye, guys!
Nigga, look at y'all, can't get a job, so you plotting how to rob ass niggas. I ain't got a check for y'all, but if I'm a check for y'all, I'ma need a check from y'all niggas. I don't want sex, give a fuck about your ex, I don't even want to text from y'all niggas. I'm raping you niggas, look at this pic, look at what the fuck I gave to you.
Other world news, we have, let's see, let's do this one. This one's going to be a little bit quicker. At South by Southwest down in Austin, where everybody pretty much goes every single year to party it up, watch different performers, etc. Well, at about 2 o'clock at the crack of dawn, some idiot decided to be drunk. Not drunk like how we're sitting here minding our own goddamn business and I've only had like 2 sips. No, drunk as in the cops were coming after you, you got seen swerving, doing something crazy, decided that you were so loaded, you just had some fucking in your system and just wanted to keep on going.
That's crazy.
He keeps going, and as the cops are chasing behind him, apparently there's like helicopters, and like the person's not stopping. He's like all over the place. Goes right into a crowd of like 1,000 some odd people, kills 2 people, injures 23 people, and eventually, I guess he tried to get out the car. He ended up hitting like a scooter, a taxi driver, and somebody else's car all in like 1 minute. And then hops out the car. I guess the cops ended up getting him, and he's going to be held on like... The topic for the night is going to be, well, where we're going tonight. And Jasmine putting her phone on silent rather than vibrate.
Oh my God, it's always on fucking silent. Why not tonight? Damn.
So, let's talk a little bit about where we're going tonight. We told you guys last week that we're going down to the Crocodile to see a few special artists. And you know what? I'm just going to flash the flyer in there and you can read who's going to be on the list for your damn self.
Damn.
Any hoodle. I don't got time for that. The event's tonight.
Exactly,
the event's tonight.
So.
It doesn't really matter at this point. It's going to already have happened. And by the time we come back, we'll be talking about this event. So, we will be at the
Mind
Crocodile.
you, if you're part of this event and then some fuckery goes on, be prepared to see that we clock your tea.
And I'm already drinking, so I might just tweet about it.
Ooh, girl, don't tweet. While at the show.
Okay, I'll Instagram
with your picture on it.
I'll do a video and let you guys really know how the fuck I'm feeling at that.
That's some shade.
But it's my Instagram.
I know.
Okay.
Can't nobody say shit.
Unfollow me.
Unshit crew.
In
East Harlem. Apparently, a couple of people have been smelling gas smells throughout the night, and actually a couple people said that they smelled the smell and then the smell went away and then the smell came back. But where is this smell coming from? That's my question. I'm trying to figure out whether this is a terrorist attack, whether there's something that people are not trying to say, or...
Well, they are saying that it's definitely not a terrorist attack. That much I do know what the news said. But my thing is, if you're smelling gas, even if the smell goes away, you need to tell somebody.
Well, they say that the cause of the gas leak is still unclear, as far as what I've gotten from New York Times.
It almost makes me feel like somebody was being negligent with the building.
Potentially.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're being negligent with a building and, you know, it's like there's
It's
no
probably
history of, like, a gas leak or... I just feel like if your buildings are getting proper checkups, unless it's within someone's, like, actual apartment and they just weren't paying attention to their... Basically, 2 different types of murder counts and then some other shit for...
His ass should have known he was going to get caught. First of all. Second of all, if you don't know what South by Southwest is, it's a huge, like, music conference in Texas. And it happens every year. So, mind you, there's probably shitloads of crowds of people all hanging around. And this man decides to drink and drive, run from the police, and kills people. Good job. Idiot.
Like, and then it's like, it's not cheap to get in there. So you paid all this money, and no pun intended, but you paid all this money basically to get killed. That's all I'm saying. I do hope that they quickly identify the bodies, because I'm sure that these families, they send their kids down there, or, you know, it's like, hey, I'm going down to South by Southwest, you know, they could be grown as whatever, but now there's 2 families that are missing lives because you decided to drink and drive.
Fuck them.
Anyways,
got him now.
Man, be more careful is the moral of that story.
Got to be more careful. Speaking about fuckery, a gas explosion happens in East.
Still no fucks given.
Can I? Oh, I was listening to that song this morning, bitch. I had to run it back. You know it's a damn shame when you gotta drink no liquor in a champagne glass.
I guess you could say I ain't shit for just stopping like that.
I told you ain't, girl, but I'm learning from you.
I'm learning.
So,
I ain't shit. I guess we just ain't shit together.
I know. That's
shit,
what makes it such a tight partnership and shit. Because when you ain't shit, you gotta hang out with friends that ain't shit.
Because they understand you ain't shitness.
So when you say something, that means you ain't shit.
They understand.
They completely understand.
Because they ain't shit either.
Because they ain't shit either.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Janae Besa.
And I'm your girl, Jazzy M.
We are back with another episode of Justified JuiceTV. So, we have the same amount of topics as we normally do, but this video will not be an hour long. So, let's get into those topics. Our first